Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is Deese. For those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video, and I'm the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries. That is DOI Ministries, and here on this channel, I hope you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, and occasionally on Tuesday. So if you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell to stay notified of when I post a new video. And as you can tell from the title above, this is going to be the sort of introduction to the read along, read with me series that I am doing on the good old Screwtape Letters by Mr. C.S. Lewis. I am so excited about this. You guys have no idea how I am just so ecstatic to be doing this with you all. I have raved about this book for so long, and many of you guys have asked me how you can get into it because many of you have tried to read it, many of you have wanted to read it, many of you are even like nervous to dive into it, and I am going to read it with you all from the very beginning. I read this book back in 2019, I think, and it's been a minute since I've read it, and I'm ready to just dive back in and reread it again with you all and dive deep and take notes and annotate with you all. So I'm going to do the whole shebang, okay? The entire shebang bang, all right? And yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to go hard, press, dive deep, and I'm going to have fun doing it with you all. And so in this video, I'm just going to basically give you guys my initial thoughts of why I like the book, right? We're going to give you a synopsis of what the book is about, my thoughts on the book, share with you guys what things I'll be using throughout this series, tell you guys how the series is going to go, because I'm going to make this an interactive series. You're going to be reading with me. We're going to also be studying along with reading and things like that, give you guys some information, and then yeah, the next video you see on this will actually be us diving into actually reading the book. And so let me tell you guys, so when I started the book, I read it through the Signature Classic bind-up, and so I had originally reached out to, I think it was Harper One. Don't quote me on that. Yes, Harper One. I reached out to them about getting the actual box set, but they didn't have any more box sets. They had the bind-up, and so they sent me this bind-up which had all of these, the 8 classics together, bound up in one. And so I had only read these two, Mere Christianity and the Screwtape Letters. The Screwtape Letters was the first book that I read, and then I read Mere Christianity. And so I had read those two in here, and y'all, when I say I ate it up, y'all, when I say I ate it up, I'm not playing. She's not playing. She ate, okay? She ate. She left no crumbs. She gobbled it. She took notes. She annotated. I didn't go back like in depth and like put colors for everything, but you can see she marked, she underlined, she went through. She played no games from beginning to end, okay? She played no games, okay? This book is not, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's also fun, okay? So this book is a good mix of a fantasy, but it's also a nonfiction, which I don't think anybody but C.S. Lewis could write like that. It's just, it's a good blend. So whether you're into fantasy or whether you're into nonfiction, it's a good blend. It's perfection. And so for this series, I am going to be working from multiple books, okay? So for me, I will be personally reading the annotated edition just because I love the book. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the annotated edition. However, I did try to read the first letter, and I was slightly confused because this uses the original language. So naive was written as knife. When I say knife, I mean like N-A-I-F and not naive. So I think it was like 1961 or something like that. Let me go back. Let me read it again because I was confused. Yeah, 1961. The original preface was from 1941. So, I mean, this was written years ago. So I'm not gonna lie and say that I wasn't confused, because I was 1000% confused reading the original language of this. Okay, the first letter was published in Guardian on May 2nd, 1941. So yeah, this was actually written in 1941. So she was confused reading this, okay? But I am still going to attempt to personally, like on the side, outside of what we're gonna do on YouTube, read the annotated edition of this, which was written in 1941. Y'all pray for me. But I just want to read it just because it has additional like notes on the side, which also gives me space to actually like write notes as well. Just for funsies for me, just because I love the book. So this is the copy I'll be reading from personally, but the edition we'll be reading on camera will be the Signature Classics edition, which has deckled edges. But this is what it looks like. It's the Screwtape Letters. This also has the, what is it called? Screwtape Proposals of Toast, which we will also be reading. But here's what this edition looks like. Now, I know trying to get this edition will most likely be complicated, so if you can, get it from Barnes & Nobles, get it from a bookstore. I will leave links down below to Amazon, to thrift books, to christianbook.com, to whatever links I can find. I will try to find it, because I know Amazon will be a little bit hard, just because on Amazon it says front cover may vary. Literally, it literally says that in the description. So, I think I did take it. No, I actually bought mine in a bookstore. I bought mine from Indigo Chapters in a bookstore. So just keep that in mind. But if you can, this is the copy I'm getting. This is the Signature Classic edition of Screwtape Letters. Again, I'll leave links down below, but this is what it looks like. Again, links for christianbook.com, thrift books, Amazon. I'll try to find other links will be down below. Kindle definitely will have this edition if you're looking for it on Amazon, but like a physical copy for Amazon, I'm not really sure. But this is the edition I'll be using to read on the channel. And the synopsis of what it says, this classic has entertained and enlightened readers the world over with its sly and ironic portrayal of human life and foibles. I think that's how you say that word. I'm probably butchering it, whatever. From the unique vantage point of Screwtape, a highly placed assistant to our Father Below. At once wildly comic and deadly serious and strikingly original, C.S. Lewis gives us the correspondence of the worldly wise devil to his nephew Wormwood, a novice demon in charge of securing the damnation of an ordinary young man. The Screwtape Letters is the most engaging amount of temptation and triumph over it ever written. And so it's pretty much a upper demon writing to a lower demon on how to tempt and basically condemn a human. So it's giving insight on spiritual warfare from the vantage point of demons. That sounds absolutely insane, but when you read this book, it gives so much insight, so much insight. This is spiritual warfare from the viewpoint of a demon. We normally get spiritual warfare from the insight of like an angel or believer, but this is giving you that insight from the point of a demon, which there's so much that you don't think about that demons really play on, that this C.S. Lewis just, I don't know what he was thinking when he did this, but y'all, he did it, and he wrote it well, and he explained some things. I mean, this goes into marriage troubles, money troubles, family troubles. Like he did it well, and I'm excited about this, reading this with you all, like so excited. I personally listened to the audiobook with this. I will not share the audiobook on the YouTube channel just because of copyright issues, and I'm pretty sure reading it on the actual channel will cause copyright issues in general, but I really want many people to take the time to read it, and so that's why I'm going to be reading it on the channel with you all. And it is what it is. I'm excited. So this is the book we'll be reading. Alongside that, I will be doing the study guide, and so I will leave a link to this on Amazon down below with you guys. But this is the Screwtape Letters study guide, a Bible study on the C.S. Lewis book, The Screwtape Letters. This is written by Alan Ramillion, and it is literally just that, a Bible study guide on the book. And I think that this will help so much in the understanding of the story. And so the next video that I do following this, this is just me explaining about the read along, sharing with you guys the books that we're going to be using. The next video, I'm actually going to have a sit down explaining the actual like characters going through the forward in this, and I think that that will help you guys prepare. And so in the next video, I'm going to read through the introduction. We're going to go through the book summary as well as the character summary. And so after that video, we'll then read the first chapter and then go into the questions. And so how each video will be set up is we'll sit down, read the chapter. I'm actually going to sit down with you guys with the camera facing down. We're going to read through each of these chapters. Each of these chapters. Like, I don't care how many pages these chapters are, okay? Some of these chapters, most of these letters are not long. They're literally like just letters written from the demon, okay? And so like the first letter, well, the first letter we're going to read is actually going to be the preface and the first letter. And so that's how I'm going to do it. And so the first letter is not that long. It's like 3 pages. And then you have the preface. And so the first video will include the preface and the first letter, which is going to be about 6 pages or so. And I think it's very important that we do read the preface because the preface is so good. And I will include some of the notes that I actually did write in my actual copy that I wrote, and obviously new notes that I come up with and think of. And so you'll see how I annotate in my books. You'll see my thought process when I'm thinking, and hopefully it'll spark you guys in your own sort of way of annotating in your books. I write in my books, so if you're not big on writing in your books, I would say get you some sticky tabs, get you a notebook, get you a journal, get your iPad, get your tablet, however you're gonna take your notes. I'm writing in my book, okay? I'm writing in my book. I'm gonna get where my little pens and stuff at. So I got this little kit here, okay? This little Ziploc pouch. I use mild liner highlighters, but I also have these Sharpie S-Note highlighters. I'm probably not going to use these. I'm probably just going to use my mild liner highlighters just because that's what I prefer. Where can I find those at? Oh, they're right here. So my zebra mild liner highlighters is what I'm going to use, and a blue just knocked that down. My blue ink pens. So I'm just going to use zebra mild liner highlighters, blue ink pen, and I'm going to write in my notebook. It is what it is. I'm probably going to use some post-it notes. So I'm probably just going to use these. These are the ones from Daily Grace Co. So this one just says preach the gospel to yourself, and this one says the struggle is real, but so is our God, is what it says. So I'm probably just going to use these 2 post-it notes. Everything is flying on my hand, so I'm probably going to use these 2. I don't think I'm going to have a set color coding system, but I'm going to work all that out so that way in the next video I can give you guys like exactly if I have a set color code system. If I do, you'll know. If I don't, you'll know. Either way, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I'm going to actually work on that once I'm done with this video so that you guys know ahead of time how I'm going to do it, because like I said, I'm going to walk you guys through how I'm going to read this book. I am going to use tabs. We're going to be tabbing. I have a bunch of tabs, so I don't think I'm going to use my usual tabbing system, so I'm just gonna make my own tabbing system how I see fit. So we're gonna take time once I'm done with this video, figure out how I'm gonna do everything. But yes, the 2 books for sure are definitely going to be the Signature Classics version of the Screwtape Letters, and then the study guide. The study guide you do not have to buy if you do not want to, because I am going to share both of these on camera. I definitely will say get your hands on a copy, whether it is the physical copy or the Kindle ebook copy of this book. Grab a copy of it. And you do not have to get the study guide if you do not want to. I will share the questions on camera, whether that's me showing you guys the book on camera or whether me typing the questions on camera on the screen for you guys. But I will be sharing the questions because I feel like this will help you guys a lot more. But the next video I will be going through the introduction of what's written in this book, because I think the way that this is set up is going to help you understand more. And so yeah, this is I'm like so excited to go through this with you guys. So yeah, the next video I'm gonna go through the foreword of what Mr. Allen has written. I'm gonna go through the introduction of what Mr. Allen has written, as well as the book summary of what Mr. Allen has written, and also the character summary, because I think the character summary is going to help you understand, because the way that this is written is not it can be confusing, because when he mentions the enemy in this book, the enemy is not Satan, the enemy is God. And when he mentions Father, or when he says our Father below, it's really the devil and it's not God. So it can be confusing when you don't understand the terminology and the characters and things like that. And so that's why I want to take time to set up an explanation of the characters and understanding of this book, so that you guys have a full understanding before we dive in. And so yeah, that is just it for this video. We set it up, I showed you guys the books, I gave you a basic explanation. I'm excited. So the next video will be an actual sit down, going through the basics of what's in the study guide, sharing with you guys how I'm going to specifically annotate in the book, along with the tools and utensils and the flags I'll be using. I'm excited. I will also let you guys know the complete, I don't want to say the complete schedule, because I can say a schedule and then y'all know my schedule and how that goes, right? So I definitely do want to tackle a chapter for sure this month. I'm not sure if it's going to be a chapter a month, if it's going to be 2 chapters a month, because like I said, the chapters are very short. You know, there's a bunch of things going on here. There's, I think, 30 odd chapters. I'm trying to see, because it's not really chapters per se, they're letters, right? There's 30 something letters. Let me see. And I want to take my time with dissecting each letter, breaking each letter down, and really studying the letters. And that's why I'm utilizing the study guide with it, because I don't want it to be a rushed thing. I want to turn it into a read-along / Bible study. And so, you know, and there's also the inclusion of Screwtape Proposes a Toast. So we're definitely going to be tackling all of this. Like, it will all be, yeah, there are 31 letters plus that additional story, so there's like 32 chapters total. And so it'll be about a month if I say, like, you know, a chapter a day, but we're not doing that, so we'll figure it out. We're gonna take our time. This is a free, again, this is a free thing for everyone on the channel. You do not have to buy the book if you don't want to. You do not have to pay to be a part of this if you don't. There's nothing that you have to pay for outside of obviously purchasing a copy of the book if you want to read it along. But you can just watch the videos if you so choose. You can borrow the book from your library if you want. But if you want to, like, get the full experience, get your own copy, whether that's physical copy, an ebook copy. If you want, grab the study guide. Like I said, both of these will be linked down below for you to get a copy. And yeah, I think there is a play or something like that, like a visual version of this available somewhere. I'm gonna try to find it. If I'm not mistaken, there is. I'm gonna try to find to see. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I heard something like that. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Because I would love to see like a visualized version of this, because I love the Screwtape Letters. It is amazing. I will leave my written review down below, because I can't really like verbalize my love for this because it's so good. But it's been a long time since I read it, because like I said, that was 2019. Since then, I have read 3 other books. I read Mere Christianity, and then I read 2 other books from C.S. Lewis that are like bind-ups of like other works that he's done. And then I still have, like, obviously the Signature Classics bind-up plus 2 other books that I just purchased from him. But yeah, I am on a big C.S. Lewis kick to read a lot more of his works. And then I just watched that movie of The Most Reluctant Convert, The Untold Story of C.S. Lewis, which was phenomenal. If you haven't seen that blog, click the eye to go see that. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to do this read along, and I hope you guys join me on this. So if you have the book, awesome. If you don't, grab a copy if you so choose. But yeah, we're gonna be starting it really soon, so stay tuned for that. Definitely expect at least 1 video a month, Obviously this month there's going to be at least 3 videos. This video, the next video, and then the actual reading video. 3 videos this month, but starting in March, at least 1 video a month of me reading a chapter, obviously. But yeah, I'm excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited, and I hope you guys join me for that. But I'm gonna go. If you have seen this video through to the end, post up this image here, whatever it is. I don't want to put a book stack per se, so whatever picture is here, probably a pen, just because of the pen on the front cover. So throw that fountain pen or whatever pen is there, so that I know that you watched to the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.